Welcome to vlog number 9. I am a lampshade, a singing lampshade. Woo! And it's pretty cool under here. I'd recommend it. Anyway, take it off because it's not very practical. But here it is, my lampshade has finally arrived. I think it's beautiful. I've decided that it's not quite right to go into the dining room, so it's going into my bedroom. Exciting. So, here we are. We've got a whole new list of things to talk about. Some really good things happened this week. The main thing, outside of studio things, was the painting of the dining room wall. And when I first got here and I decided to go red in the dining room, I always wanted to have this kind of swirly thing on the wall. And I'll show you a picture of that, or we'll find a cutout of it to have for you to see. One night I just scribbled it basically, and then these two great guys came over and they painted it on the wall, and we were all there drawing in little golden flecks, and I think it just looks really great. And the idea was to put all of these paintings, hundreds of paintings all over the house, all the ones with the gold frames and the pictures, paintings of landscapes and portraits and stuff, are going to go on top of it. It seems a little bit stupid now that we've painted it. It does look lovely, but the idea was that it kind of brings everything together. Anyway, so that's done and it looks great. And there's a phoenix on the chimney breast, kind of the equivalent of here, but upstairs. And the phoenix comes from the first piece that Ryan Obermeyer did for me, which was me and the laptop with the pearl phoenix that he made. So that's on the chimney breast and it looks really, really great. There's lots of butterflies and flowers and all kinds of things. And I am sitting above my mixing desk because we are about to lay the plaster. Woo! But finally laying the plaster. So you can see my mixing desk underneath. There she is. He, she, I don't know yet. We haven't really got very well acquainted just yet. But there it is under there waiting for me to take advantage of it. And so this week we're going to lay plaster on the ceiling and it's going to be great. And we had a slight issue today in that it's very boring, but the wood that goes around that's going to have the aluminium trim laid on top of it is a little bit too low, and so now we have to trim the wood. It's going to take another couple of days so the aluminium can go, so the plaster can get laid into it, otherwise it will crack. And then we'll have a almost fully sorted, zero reverberation time in the studio, which means ever closer to doing the damn record. And now I first of all predicted that it would be finished at the end of July, the studio, and then I predicted it would be the end of August, and now I'm not even that hopeful it's going to be finished at the end of September. It just is taking so long, mainly because this room is curved and everything just takes that much longer, twice as long basically. So I'm just being patient and trying to forget about the fact that time is running away with itself. But every now and then I'm upstairs and I'm writing songs on the piano and I'm trying to keep up to speed with things. But the more that I can't do it, the more excited I am about doing it. So when I finally get in here, I'm just going to be like, and it's just going to happen really quickly. And maybe I'll even be finished in a week. So unlikely, but we do our best. So anyway, that's that. We found an electrician. His name is Steve, and some of the girls fancy him. He's called Steve and he's very nice, and he is sorting us out. So he's sorted out the dairy lights for Lucy. He has sorted out the doorbell, which I'm very excited about, and I had a good old press of it a few times. Got very excited. And he's also fixed the lantern, and he's going to come and fix the lights that are going to go on here, on top of some melamine, and then they're going to have lights, and then we're going to have this big box that Paul's made, and we're going to go on top of that, and then on top of that is going to be some fabric called Barasol, which is basically, the idea is that it looks like moving clouds when I'm in here, so when I'm working, so that's good. I just think, after the plaster's laid, it's just going to all come together really quick, and all the preparation will suddenly come to fruition and they will have a studio. And maybe we may be finished by the end of September. But I doubt it. Anyway, hang in there, I'm doing my best. The gobo is this thing which is going to be like my kind of singing booth. Here it is. It can be a Z, it can be an N, it can be a L, it can be all kinds of things, but it's going to be my booth, my vocal booth, and this is just they're just showing me what they were going to do in order to how to make it double hinged and do what it's doing. I'm not quite sure it's right there just yet, but anyway, so we've got this in finally after a week of them trying to find our house. Now we have it. So that's closer to being finished. I even did some social things this week. I went to Festival and I had a really good time. And so I didn't meet up with really anyone I knew because it was Festival is like the biggest fancy dress festival and it is really fantastic. And I was wearing this huge wig which Justine lent me, and it's really massive. It's like this big. And so none of my friends recognised me. So I didn't actually meet anyone. So I knew. But I did meet Jamie Woon. Jamie Woon is a really good singer-songwriter, I hate that term, singer-songwriter, it's horrible. He's not one of those. He just happens to write songs and sing them. But he goes into this little Line 6 pedal, look like, and kind of films himself. We're filming, and he records himself into the Line 6 loop thing. And I just thought he was really brilliant. He played at the BBC introducing stage, and he was actually my favourite. Jamie Woon. Woon! And Madness was pretty good as well. They were like the surprise guest, and they were actually brilliant actually. There was some other like big bands and stuff, but Madness were the ones, man. They were just great to the audience. They were really open and funny, and everybody knew their songs, and everybody just had to do the Madness dance. And we all looked really stupid, but it was brilliant fun. Ceiling cloud lights, alright, I've talked about that. Tomorrow I'm going to have my first Japanese lesson with Justine. We're going to learn Japanese. Woo! Very exciting. That's starting tomorrow. I went to see a play called Awake and Sing at the Almeida Theatre in Upper Street, which is great. I got a cold, and then I kind of fended it off, and then I got a little bit back, and then I fended it off, and it's been fended off, but I think it's going to come back soon. So I don't know what to do about that, whether to just let it go, have the cold and deal with it, or just fend it off, keep fending it off forever and ever, and never have it. Mum came over and cooked us all lunch, which is really great. Something about Mum's cooking, I'm sure a lot of you will agree, which is just so fantastic. I mean, my mum is a very good cook, and whenever she cooks, I'm sure it's the same for everyone, do mums have like a little seasoning pot which they kind of keep in their pocket and they don't tell anyone about? Is that what happens when you become a mum? You get like a mum seasoning pot and you just sprinkle a little bit in, because no matter what she cooks, it always tastes like mum. Cindy the cat has been back. She's been lying on my bed, and I found her there with all of her fur all over my bed, and I wasn't so pleased, so I dragged her out and took her down the staircase and sent her on her way. Like I said before, I do like Cindy, but she just can't be here because I had a little bit of the old sniff nose thing and dry lip syndrome thanks to Cindy the cat, so she's out. And one last thing, I wrote a little country song for a friend. I've never written a country song in my life, but he's got this great idea for a movie and I can't talk about it, and he's a very nice man. So I am trying to write him this song, which he doesn't know about, which he will do soon, because I've told everyone. But anyway, I've come up with a little idea for him, so that was fun. And that's about it, I think. Yep, that's it for now. So thank you from me and Justine in the beautiful house, and more soon. Bye! The doorbell hasn't worked for years.